So now I'm going to talk about relationships and family, actually. So I'll combine the two if I can in one video. And um, I think I haven't talked to you about I guess relationships or how relationships have affected me. I sort of have kind of touched base on it with fear and I guess in terms of relationships, not motherly or brotherly ones, but I guess romantic ones. I don't think I've always been the best judger, because I know I remember once someone told me that when you have divorced parents or a father who's not really there, you always pick guys who are like your father or something like that, and you never stop the trend, and you always go for guys who are like your father because you're always trying to replace that male figure in your life, but you never do type thing. And it's not till later that you learn your lesson and realize that that's not what you're supposed to do. And I don't know, I feel that has affected me a lot because obviously you go through crushes and stuff or whatever through high school. It's normal, or you date people and whatever, and I've kind of been always the person who's always been kind of open to meeting people, but never really open to opening up. But I've always somehow ended up being the more vulnerable person in the relationship, because I think even though I don't want to say it, I do seek acceptance from males, not in the sense I feel oh I have to go do stuff with guys. No, I just feel I always need even if it's a best friend who's a guy, I always need someone who's a guy figure in my life who I can actually look up to, or have by my side. And just recently, not too recently, almost a year ago now, I met my boyfriend, and we've been dating for like at least half the time, I guess, because we were friends to begin with, and then we started dating about 8 months ago. And I think it's really changed me a lot, because for once in my life, I feel I can love a male but also trust him at the same time. And I never thought I could do that before, just after things that have happened with my father and stuff, and all the other male, like I guess people I've had to look up to in my life have always failed me, so I've never trusted them. And it's been the ongoing trend of males in my life. So to now finally feel security and someone feels so good, to have that that I didn't have before. And his father has also been not a father figure for me, but I guess a more knowledgeable older male that I can go to, and I know he's so kind and always there for me. And his family is always so open to accepting me as a part of their family. And definitely I think I guess has made us stronger as a couple, because I am really close with his father. And that relationship and the bond has really helped. And even the bond that I have with his mom, it's not that I know you said once in class sometimes you wish you didn't have the family that you had, and you wish you had other people's parents. I don't wish that, but I if I had to choose, I'd say that I get along a lot better with his parents, just because they're so much more open than my parents. My parents are so strict, and his parents are strict and don't let him off easy, but they're understanding parents who would rather you tell the truth and not get mad at you than you tell a lie. I rather lie to my mom, because even if I tell her the truth, it's still not good enough. So I don't get any credit for it. And his parents are so open to things. And since I've dated him, my life has just completely changed 160. And I think I felt for the longest time lost, because I was always looking for someone to make me feel accepted, and I never could find it. And I finally found him, and it has made me feel accepted. But it's also taught me that I don't need to look for something. When you're looking for it, most of the time you won't find it. If I don't look, and I just be patient, and I wait my time, and whatever, then things will come to me, and I don't have to look for it. And either way, I've learned that like I don't need a guy figure in my life to make me feel accepted or make me feel wanted. And like the only real stable one that I've had in my life so far has been my brother. And like, you know, even now, like I find that we get through conflict because we're coming to this age where like he's like becoming like, I guess like not going into teens yet, but like having his own opinion. And like that's so different from being like a little cute kid to now this like kid who's like swearing and has his own like mindset. And like he's only 9. I'm like, oh my god. So like I guess like our bond is like a different type of bond now, because like it used to be a lot stronger when he was younger, and now that he kind of has his own thing going on, it's like a bit different. And like so I think like it used to be stable, but it isn't anymore. And like I'm glad that like I have like Christian by my side, because now that like everyone's sort of kind of like left me, like I have him. And even like my own family, like my mom and stuff, like aren't even around for me. And like he's probably the only person like that helps me keep on going through like the situation that I'm in right now, because without him I probably couldn't do it, because he's not just like a boyfriend, he's like a best friend. Like he's someone I can confide in 110% and like know that he's always there for me. And like it's great to have that. And like I've like honestly I said a lot of stuff to you in my journals like about my family and like how much like I hate it. And like, you know, like it's great to get it off my chest once in a while. And like who doesn't love to rant, but like people you dislike in your life. But like I think it's just like really important to like learn to like get it off your chest and move on and not think about it anymore. Like I focus on the positive things in my life. I try to, at least. Like I know the negatives are there and I face them when I have to, when I know like it's needed in my life. But I don't do it all the time, because I know those are the things that just kill you. And like I try and like keep the positive things around me to help me be happy, live the happy life that I want to live. And like definitely like relationships are important in that. Like my friends too, like my relationships with friends, like I've so many ups and downs. You realize that in high school for sure. High school just shows you what ups and downs are. Like with friends, like I started off high school with like, you know, the friends I came into school with elementary school, and then like now half those kids I don't even talk to. Maybe there's like 3 or 4 that I still talk to. And then like after that, like I hang out with my own brand new group of girls that we started hanging out with in grade like 9 and 10 and 11. And then like this year it's completely different, grade 12, because half of us don't talk to each other. And like it used to be us 5, and now it's like 3 and 2. And like we've like sort of separated and kind of like, you know, like as life has like affected us throughout high school, our opinions on things have changed, and like we've just grown apart. And like that's normal. And like, you know, like I think like you just learn like who are your closest people and who aren't your closest people. And like I think for me, like acceptance hasn't been that big of an issue in terms of like friendships and stuff, because like, you know, I haven't been the person that cares that much. Like I never wear makeup, I never come to school, I never come like in all like the fashionable trends. Like I wear what I want to when I want. Like I wear whatever, you know, is comfortable for me. I kind of do my own thing. And like I could care less about the whole popularity thing, or like if that's, you know, like which is kind of like evident in our school, or like the cliques and shit. Like I just stick to my own thing, and like I just be the person that I am. Acceptance hasn't been that big of an issue, because I find that like I've been myself like through this whole time. Like people have known like me for who I am, and like the things that have happened in my life. And like I still have kept the same friends. So I know like acceptance isn't something that I've been scared of. And like I know don't have to be. So overall, I think like relationships, like I've never been happier in my life. And I think that like as like stereotypical like mushy love seems, like I think like you can find it, and it is out there. You just need to look for it, and like it can change you like for the better or for the worse. But I think like those are things that like help you learn and grow and figure out what you want in life, and like make you a stronger person. And like it's not necessarily wrong. And I think family, like, you know, like they fuck up, and like you need to move on. You can't hold back. You give them chances, and if they don't take the chances to their advantage, then you move on, because you can't stand around and wait for people and like watch your time and your life go by. You can't. It's impossible. So I've learned that the hard way, but I've learned it.